Good day everyone, here's our math challenge for today. And here's our question. Given the equation cube root of 9 plus square root of x plus cube root of 9 minus square root of x equals 3 times cube root of 2, then what is the value of x? Now, if you want to try this problem, just pause this video. We have 20 seconds and timer starts now. Time's up. Now let's answer this question together. Our goal here is to solve for the value. Our goal here is to solve for the value of x. Now, to make it simple, what we're going to do is to let n equals cube root of 9 plus square root of x, and m as cube root of 9 minus square root of x. So here, we will use some dummy variables. Now, on the first equation, let's raise both sides by 3 to cancel out cube root. So if we do that, we get n cubed equals 9 plus square root of x. Now do the same thing on the second equation. Let's raise both sides by 3 so we can cancel out the cube root. So we get that m cubed equals n minus square root of x. Now from here, let's focus on these two results. Now what we're going to do if we add these two equations. If we do that, we get n cubed plus m cubed equals 18. So we can cancel out positive square root of x and negative square root of x. Now let's set aside this result. Next thing to do is what will happen if we multiply these two equations. We have n cubed times m cubed equals 9 plus square root of x times 9 minus square root of x. This result is familiar because we can use this identity. If we have a plus b times a minus b, this is equivalent to a squared minus b squared. Thus, the right-hand side of our equation becomes 9 squared minus square root of x quantity squared. Now, 9 squared is just 81, and square root of x quantity squared is just x. So we have n cubed times m cubed must be equal to 81 minus x. Now, let's focus on these results. So we have n cubed plus m cubed equals 18, and n cubed times m cubed equals 81 minus x. Now, don't forget that n must be equal to cube root of 9 plus square root of x, and the value of m must be equal to cube root of 9 minus square root of x. Therefore, our third equation in terms of n and m is n plus m must be equal to 3 times cube root of 2. Now from here, let's set aside these three results and let's focus on the first one. We have n plus m equals 3 times cube root of 2. Now what we're going to do is to eliminate this cube root. So what we're going to do is to raise both sides by 3. Now at this point, we will use some identity again. If we have a plus b quantity cubed, it is equivalent to a cubed plus b cubed plus 3 times ab times a plus b. So the left-hand side of our equation becomes n cubed plus m cubed plus 3 times n plus m times n plus m. And the right-hand side of our equation is equal to 3 cubed or 27 times 2, or simply this is equivalent to 54. Now, we know the value of n cubed plus m cubed. This is just 18. So we can replace this term with 18. Now, we know also the value of n plus m. This is just 3 times cube root of 2. So we can replace this n plus m with 3 times cube root of 2. Now, how about the value of n times m? We know that n cubed times m cubed is equivalent to n times m raised to 3. Now, get the cube root on both sides. We get that the value of n times m must be equal to cube root of 81 minus x. Therefore, we can replace this n times m with cube root of 81 minus x. Now from here, we are now ready to solve for the value of x. First thing to do is to subtract 18 on both sides. Next, let's multiply the constant. So we have 3 times 3 will give us 9. Divide 9 on both sides. So we have cube root of 81 minus x times cube root of 2 equals 4. Now at this point, we will use the property of radicals. If we have the nth root of a times the nth root of b, we have the same index. That is equivalent to the nth root of a times b. So on the left-hand side of our equation, we can just multiply 81 minus x and 2. Thus, we have cube root of 162 minus 2x. Now, to eliminate cube root, let's raise both sides by 3. Now, the left-hand side of our equation is just 162 minus 2x. And 4 cubed is just 64. Now, subtract 162 on both sides, we get negative 2x equals negative 98. Divide both sides by negative 2. So we have that x equals negative 98 over negative 2. And negative 98 over negative 2 is just positive 49. Therefore, the value of x in the equation cube root of 9 plus square root of x plus cube root of 9 minus square root of x equals 3 times cube root of 2 is just 49. And as always, we are done.